Hello there, Dan the Weatherman here. Hey, welcome to my weather show. This is a special update with Tropical Cyclone Dovi forming to the north of New Zealand and probably going to impact us this weekend. We've got some pretty nasty weather heading our way. Let's get straight into it. First off, Tropical Cyclone Dovi. It is a Category 3. There is the swirl there, New Zealand sitting there. You can see I've also put the steering winds, the black lines on it. So there's a big, what we call upper level ridge sitting there. And there's also just the beginnings of a little upper trough in the subtropical jet stream coming in. And these things are important because these will steer where this thing goes. And you can see over the last 12 hours, it's strengthened. It's actually got a bit of an eye. It is a Category 3 and it's got a good core of sorts, got some good outflow as well, and this thing will track between these two things. And if you follow that stream of yellow cloud, you can already see, yeah, it does look like it's probably going to hit parts of the North Island sometime over the weekend. What does it mean for us? While we're on this wide shot, it's not just that feature interacting with it which will steer it. There's actually something down here, if you can believe it, which could come in and cause this, as it transitions, to linger across the country. So it's sucking up all this tropical moisture and then it could dump. So there could be some significant problems with flooding over some western central parts of the country. This is the official track from Fiji Met. And you can see where it is now. It's cleared Noumea, New Caledonia, tracking down as a 3. Probably going to hit its peak in perfect conditions where it's got a light shear. It doesn't have too much in the way of cooler waters. That's what's eventually going to happen. Probably getting to a strong 3, maybe a 4 as you go into early Saturday, which means winds could be up around 200 kilometers per hour. As it then tracks into the cooler waters, Met Service takes responsibility of it for the warnings. It will then start to change. It will get more shear, but it's still going to have all of that tropical moisture. And that's the most important thing to remember, whether it comes in as a cyclone, a tropical low, whatever this thing is, that is the problem. And if that lingers, that will cause some problems, particularly across parts of the country. I've mentioned that first little feature there. There is the cyclone. This, of course, is upper level winds. And you say, well, why is this important? Because it shows what is going to affect this storm system. I'll run this thing through and you'll see what I mean. See how it grabs it, and the blue area there is it coming through, and then you see the second piece there, but watch what happens. A big swirl of a circle that just sits and sits. We're already into Sunday, we're into Monday, and it's going to take all that moisture it's sucked up like a hoover and then go boom across the country. So significant flooding. Yes, that is certainly a problem. Where will it be? Well, first off, let's track this zone of wet weather ahead of it. That is the cyclone. This is how we look right now. We'll run through the course of the night into Saturday, and it steers around, of course, the main upper ridge, starts to deepen, it slowly starts to transition. You can see it, 971 hectopascals, working through. By the end of Saturday, it's sitting to the north and west of the country. We've already got a good zone of rain moving into parts of the North Island. By the time we go through the course of Saturday night into Sunday, watch what happens. It then continues to track towards us, and watch this here. As we go through the course of Sunday, it's probably later on Sunday, that extra piece of energy comes in, transitions it, but it's still going to be a windy, nasty, dumping tropical thing that'll just spread and sit and linger across parts of the country. And you can see some of the yellows there. Taranaki, you're probably going to get it right on the chin. And parts of the upper South Island too, towards, they say, the likes of Tasman and the west coast, as this thing just churns through. Winds, of course the winds are going to be strong to severe damaging winds in this purple area. That is Saturday night, so you can just make out the North Island, the South Island, centre of it there. Those strong north to northwesters, these easily could be 120, 130 kilometres per hour, maybe even more for Northland, Auckland, and all the way down to Taranaki on the leading edge of that. You're going to get a pretty nasty southerly too. Strong damaging winds for that through later Saturday, right through the course of Sunday as the core moves across. Rainfall, of course, will be the major problem. That'll be a problem. This is the zone of rain here, and in that central bit where the colour goes from that purple to almost that blue magenta, that's 1 to 300 millimetres of rain. And the places that really jump out, Mount Taranaki, the Tararuas, Lower North Island, Wellington, and also heads up for Tasman. And just because the ground is so sodden, parts of Buller, you will still see the risk for easily another 50 to 100 millimetres of rain. This, if the track changes, could shift further south. It could go further north. But as we have seen with these storms, A lot of times the computer models don't pick up how these can just suck up so much moisture and dump the rain so quickly. So you could even see more in these places. So significant flooding, slips, all of that is a potential as we go through the course of the weekend. Keep an eye on this, of course. We'll have more going through the course of the weekend as far as what we can expect over the course of the next few days. That's the weather for now.